Good afternoon, everyone. It's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Yay! Oh my God, it's Wednesday afternoon, and this is I think my fourth stream today. Wasn't even going to be all about teen moms. It just happened that there was lots of things to talk about. And we left off with Jenelle a couple days ago with her having trouble getting an Instagram page set up for David. Well, we figured out why they were trying to get this Instagram page figured out, okay? So they end up opening a couple and then they get closed down right away, instantly, which means it's likely that his phone number or email addresses or whatever's data, if he's trying to open it on his phone, for instance, it might be banned, right? And Instagram has done a pretty good job of banning most of his accounts. However, they were finally able to get one through, okay? And this account has a lot of people worried because it's related to a new business that he is opening. Because remember, David can't work, remember? He can't be outside because of his, what's it called? The vitiligo? Yeah. According to him, he can't work outside, but he has now started a business where he's basically working outside. That's right. So David is going to forage knives. Logical choice, right? David's going to make knives because there's a massive market for that, I guess. And his skills are debatably marginal at best. Now, I don't know that this type of occupation is really the best fit for someone that's known to fly off the handle. And having an arsenal of these objects in his home isn't going to be very good for his children or his pets, which many people who have finally found his Instagram account have started to comment on. So, and interestingly, there's been some copy accounts that have come forward as well. So, Jenelle actually told people, so here's the actual page. It's called Black River Forge. And he shared some photos of him doing this. And so everything kind of happens with Jenelle saying, go ahead and follow David's IG business page. And then that's one of the blades. And he called it a railroad spike. He made a railroad spike and something else. That's some sort of knife. And there is his Instagram page. And then here's one of him making whatever it is, and it says, I think my first knife came out pretty well considering the fact that I used no power tools. I didn't make a full video on foraging, but I will make a video for the next one. I'm thinking about making a handle for this knife that I will post on a video if I decide to do that. The knife is extremely sharp, but it is not considered to be a novelty due to its high carbon content. I have some finishing touches to do, but we'll make a sheath for it also. Stay tuned and subscribe to my YouTube to see the final product next week. So not only is David making them, he's going to put these on YouTube. There's him with his I don't even know, with his iron so that he can pound it. So he's a blacksmith now, his blacksmith tools. And then also on there, he's posting photos of his daughter hanging on Jenelle. I really hope everyone knows how to, she really knows how to multitask. You can't resist when the sweet little voice says, I want to hold you, mommy. A couple photos there. So it's interesting, right? Is he outside in these photos? He's outside, you guys, right? I'm pretty sure David is outside in these photos. He definitely looks like he is not working on the inside. And that's why he couldn't pay child support for all those years. And that's why he can't hold employment, you guys. It's because he can't go outside. Except he's outside. It's funny how that works. You can be outside when it suits you, David, right? You can be outside when it suits you. All right. So naturally, people are not happy, right? So this page is up. It already has 1,000 followers, which, by the way, I don't even have 1,000 followers on my Instagram, and I'm pretty sure I've had it for 5 years. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, will you please? It's Without a Crystal Ball on Instagram. I mean, God, he's there for 2 days, and he already has more followers than me in 5 years. How is this possible? And everyone literally hates him. And I thought I had people that liked me. Not to make this about me, but come on, you guys. Come on. All right. So naturally, the responses here were mixed. Not even really mixed. It was mostly where's Nugget? How's Nugget? Are you going to use these on the next dog? Great for you to have justice for Nugget. Lots of hashtags about Nugget and animal hope and people asking him to report the account. Are you going to hurt your next dog with these? Obviously it's kind of getting the sort of response that you would expect given his he hasn't been on Instagram in a really long time. And if you recall, the last time he was actually on Instagram, it was in December, and it was around that time that he posted that ridiculous photo of him in bed with that, I don't even know, that shotgun. And talking about how the Secret Service and it was a threat, right? And so Instagram banned him after that, and they've tried to ban him for any continued accounts that he opens. And somehow this one managed to stay open. And I'm sure he'll fly in on the clickbait train as well. Now, the interesting thing is there's a Copycat account, which is Black River Forged. You like that? With an ED. And a second Copycat account that's Black River Forge NC. And both accounts actually have photos and all kinds of all of the bits of the clips of all of the things that he has said about animals and about his threats to people. And it's almost, I'm assuming, as a way if someone were to go in and search, it actually comes up first before his. And so when they get to the page, they would see a lot of stuff on this page that is less than kind to David and a very sort of slap shot into what his life looks like. I was when I was actually searching for it, I found the Black River Foraged first. And I was like, well, that's interesting. This is the same account that has been really doing their best to disturb the Easons as much as possible. They're the actual same group that purchased JE Cosmetics Inc. Yeah, that's right. This is the same page. This is the group that owns that website. If you haven't been to that website, when you go to the website, let me just show you here on a screen share, because this is interesting. So when you go to JE Cosmetics, because she's going to be launching her new cosmetics line, right? And it's basically all about animals, and it's called Nuggets Cosmetic, Justice for Nugget. And they say on there that they actually just purchased the domain of blackriverforage.com. So they're going out of their way to disrupt this family in any way possible that they can. I don't know who these people are. They own multiple websites. They have tons of Facebook pages and Instagram accounts and Twitter accounts. And they do their best to house all of the things that both of them have said. There's tons of photos of stuff that are related to animals that they've had and how they treat their animals and how they cage their animals. It's definitely there to disturb and cause havoc in their lives. I believe it's connected to somebody who's a passionate rescue person. That's about all I know. They are the same people that have had Facebook pages like Justice for Nugget, The Ghost of Nugget, The Ghost of Jax. And the same people that were dropping screenshots that were now we've determined were fake related to the second dog, Jax. So this is a definitely, they get an A for trolling, that's for sure. But these two just really, first of all, there's not a huge market for novelty foraged items. There just isn't. You can buy these kind of items in the store for very cheap. And the individuals that are in the market that do this kind of stuff are far more talented than him. So I have a high suspect that this is going to be another failed business for him. Because if his current work is a future indicator of his next work, or a past indicator of his work that's to come, he's not that talented at foraging. Obviously, it's a skill that you have to hone. But I just think it's kind of arrogant. Like, you're literally just learning how to do this, and then you're going to decide to open a business. Who does that? Who literally starts learning how to forage? Because she said a month ago on Instagram Live, oh yeah, he's just getting into it. He's just learning. So he's literally just learning, and now he's going to somehow be an expert and have a YouTube page about it and have products that he's going to sell. I don't know anyone who literally starts a hobby and then puts it into a business immediately. Oh yeah, he's had a million things. Boat cleaning, scuba school. God, that guy has had so many failed businesses. There's times when I just wonder, how many of these failed business ventures are you going to fund, Jenelle? Because he's not bringing in any cash at all. He doesn't have a job. And the only money at this point that would be coming in would be related to her endorsements or clickbait, or that's it. She doesn't have a job with Team On anymore. Nobody wants to hire them for reality TV. They'll probably never work in reality TV again. It's just really so disgusting on so many levels. And then for him to open a business that's making knives after what he's done to dogs, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I would love to know what your guys' thoughts are about this. What do you think about the copycat sites? Because on one hand, I'm like, oh, that's funny. But then on the other hand, from a legal standpoint, is that really okay to create so many different sites with the sole purpose to harass and disrupt somebody's life? Especially a private citizen. No matter how much you dislike someone, do you think that's okay? I don't know. I've had people start copycat Twitter accounts and websites for me, and it's not fun to have people trolling you and doing that kind of stuff to disrupt your life. I know they probably deserve it, but at the same time, it just seems sort of illegal. I hope these people are really hidden so that they can't even find them. Yeah, he's not going to have a whole lot of supporters. You are correct, JT. JT, you always bring the facts. Every single stream that you're here, you bring the facts, JT. So, that's what I got today. We'll see what he continues to do. I will always keep you updated on these two, because these two are like I don't even know, a train wreck you just literally cannot look away from. And of course, JT, I do pay attention as much as possible in the chats, and if I see some of you that I recognize, I try my best to acknowledge that you're here. Before we leave, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. In the comments, let me know what you think, and I'll be back later. All right, you guys. Bye.